I'd like to ask Mr. Martin for his closing remarks.
Thank you, President. Commissioner, you have to explain to the House why some countries who initialled EPAs have not gone on to ratify them. And it's because, as Mr Cashman and Mr Schulz and others have indicated, one of the key aims of EPAs is supposed to be about regional integration. And we've put some countries in, if not impossible positions, difficult positions. Take Kenya. Kenya, if it was looking after its own economic interests, would ratify an EPA. But if Kenya ratifies an EPA unilaterally, it breaks its relationship with the East Africans. And we put them in this position where either they break the relationship with East Africa or they suffer economic cost. Their cut flower industry is vital to them. That industry would face massive tariffs if they do not sign up for an EPA and we pass this regulation. At the same time, this Commission and probably this Parliament are going to pass the Colombian Free Trade Agreement, which is going to give trade preferences on cut flowers to their biggest rival, Colombia. So it's a double whammy against Kenya. We are not asking them to give them protection in perpetuity, but we are at least saying give them 2 or 3 years in order to find a solution that encompasses both their objective of signing an EPA and staying within their East African regional partnership. I have not got time to go into the others, but South Africa is the same. Botswana and Namibia have the same pressure in terms of their relationship with South Africa. Commissioner, my view is simple, that you want 2014 because you think this gives momentum to the negotiations. I do not want 2014 because I think it does exactly the opposite. Firstly, it will sour the mood in terms of our relationship with the ACP countries, and secondly, I think it is an impossible deadline to meet. So all we are saying as a House to you is let us not rush this. Let us set a deadline, and I repeat what I said at the beginning, that deadline would be set in concrete. It is not a flexible deadline, it is not one that is movable once we pass the legislation. 2016 is not unreasonable. It gives African countries a time to come into line, but at the same time makes us, I hope, look a bit more reasonable and a bit less impatient. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rapporteur, and I am closing the debate, and the voting is tomorrow at 12. Thank you very much, and now we are moving to the next item on our agenda, and that's the report by Christian Karins, intergovernmental agreements between Member States and third countries in the